I wanted to do a video. I received this letter card in the mail. A video on my birthday as well as Christmas. Anyways, my birthday was like about 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. The thing is, this is from my mother. I opened it, but I haven't looked at it. Happy birthday. So what cracks me up, I'll show you here in a second, is that, it's 2 weeks past my birthday. And this is like maybe about the second birthday card I've ever received from my mother. We have an estranged relationship. Because she's older now, she's lonely and stuff. So it's just funny. I've never had birthday parties or celebrations like that. And I just wanted to share that I just think it's funny that my mom will write it like this. Love, Mom. Like, I don't know that she's my mother. Love you, my daughter. My mom is, she was born in 45. I think it was the last day of the World War II. And the reason why she feels compelled to sending me these cards is more or less because of all the abuse. And now that she's lonely, and she has no one, really, no one, like her sons, my brothers, will not visit her, and they live much closer than I do. I live 2 provinces over. She lives in Vancouver, BC. I went down this past summer to visit for a couple days, because that's all basically I can tolerate. But, that's the one reason why that comes to my mind, that she will call or send this, is because she feels lonely. And I'm like, it's a bit late. The first time I've heard her say I love you is when I was 50, and I was really shocked. But I know it's not because she loves me. She's always told me, she resented me, she wished she never had me, and blah, 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 going on and on. I'm not going to go on. But I just find it really funny, like, to me, it's like, why even bother? Why even waste your energy when you really don't feel it? And that's how I feel. I'm not going to go out of my way and waste my energy, I've done it for years. I've tried to, be the good daughter, send the card, Christmas card, and, gifts and stuff. And it's like, it was just a waste of my time, wasting my time. I can't make a person care or love me, especially when it's a parent. My father basically abandoned me as well as my brothers. So, to me, this is just, this is paper. It's too late. I'm in my mid-50s. When I needed you as a child, you should have been there. Not now. Too late. So anyways, I just wonder how many people out there have gone through the same, and I have talked to a lot of people when they say, they have a family that's close and stuff. It's like, I've never experienced that. I'm like, you are so lucky. And they're like, what do you mean? When I try to explain like how it was for me, they're like, what? No, it was never like that. No way. And I'm like, yeah, and I just have to explain that, my grandmother, she is First Nation, my grandfather is First Nation, and they went through residential schools. So when they were little, like, 2-3 years old, they are ripped away from their family and shoved into these schools and forced to believe in Catholicism. They were tortured, they were beaten, they were raped, they were, murdered and tortured, like I said already. So my grandmother, and my grandfather, they did the best they could with what they knew. You know, when you're stripped away and you are, you know, your culture and all those things were ripped away, you know, and you're brought out to society again to, you know, raise a family, you don't know how, right? Those things are skills. Those things are taught. So, you know, I don't blame so much my grandmother, you know, and then my mother, she was a 60 scoop, and they went through a lot. But it's like, it's choices. It's like, you know, your conscience. You should know better. It's like, when I have a child, like, I know when I had a child, I made a choice. I'm like, I took parenting classes before I had kids, years before I had kids, because I'm like, I do not want to raise my kids in that way. So I consciously reminded myself and chose to make those wiser choices, you know. Not saying I'm perfect. I've made mistakes, you know, I'm only human, you know, but it's a vicious cycle, and I try to break that cycle, you know, and it took me a long time to recognize it and to heal myself, you know, and to feel good about myself. You know, on my birthday, that's when, you know, not 2 weeks later. Why remind me? Why? You know, that's my thought. But anyways, I know I'm probably just rambling on, you know, just sharing a tidbit. But hey, yeah, this was my birthday card that honestly I should have received 2 weeks ago. Mail from the province of BC to come over 2 provinces only takes about 2 to 3 days. So there you go.